to you. Just a quickie. This is just a little bit of a tip for those who are just starting out in their wood bashing career, or just a general tip really of a different way to chop out hinges. Now this isn't a video for how to hang doors or anything like that. There's loads out there. I'm going to do that. But it's just a general tip that actually an apprentice showed me. It just shows you never stop learning. Pick up tips from anywhere, from anybody. There are loads of different hinges. There is sauce hinges. There's butt hinges. These are a version of the Parliament hinge which extends it. And then there's these things. Rising butt hinges. The person who invented these should be birched. God awful things. Hate them. I'll try and show you an easy way of doing it. I'll set up the camera over the top of the wood, so who knows what's going to happen. Let's give it a go. What you need is a very sharp pencil. I've got a 4H here. I think Stanley knife, marking knife, utility knife, you name it, that's what they're called. But I have just purchased a marking knife. Now I haven't used that to do hinges yet, so it'll be interesting to see how accurate I can get it. These hinges, I'm going to put a 3-inch hinge. We use that first. So right, if you see the way the hinge is made, it's got 2 leaves. As you can see, there's gaps in between that side, and these are filled in. What we do, the one with the gaps in, we normally have it to the door. And instead of butting it up straight to the timber, which can cause a binding and creaking when the knuckles rubbing against the door, with that little gap there, I'll put that to go round with a pencil. That's going to be your outline of the hinge. With your square, combination square or normal square, what I do is put the pencil line just the other side, so you're cutting inside the pencil line, just. And then I use a marking gauge just to do that bit. Again, just inside the pencil line. This is going to show that it'll be a nice and tight fit with no gaps around. That's supposed to be the idea anyway. Mark down the front's going to be your edge of the door. And that's your guide. And then we're going to come in. You can either use a marking gauge or combination square, make that flush. Then just mark it on the edge for your depth of your hinge. Right, that's the normal bit. Just come in 5 to 7 mil. Get your mark. Come on in. Come on in. You need a very sharp chisel. And what I'm going to do is just chisel the inside of there, just 2 little marks. Chisel the little piece out. My hands are shaking a bit, but that'll do. And then just get the edge of your depth. Right. So when you chisel out, you need your chisel fairly square to your door edge. The idea is to chisel, and then when you just start seeing the mark on your cutout there, you know you've gone to the right depth. But this, it's just on there, I've got quickly underneath. And just do it all the way along. Try and keep it as flat as possible. I'll just do this quickly, I've got to hurry up. Let's do the edge there. And edge there. I'm just going to tap down that line very, very gently. And try and keep it flat to the edge of the door. Now if you've kept it square to the edge of your door, you should have these very light marks on there where your chisel is stopped at the right place. Just gently take them off. Only fits, doesn't it? And it's flush at the same time. So, I hope that makes sense. If you think it's worthy of a thumbs up or a subscription, please do. And pass on, if you think it's a good tip, then pass it on to a carpenter or somebody else. That's how we all learn. Cheers.